comes to talk. All right, so Trump is back on Air Force One right now as we speak. Just a little while ago, he took off from right here in Palm Beach. So, a few things to talk about here. And, I tell you, Biden is a bitter, angry, pathetic, vengeful little man. This guy, Joe Biden pulled something here with Trump at Air Force One, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. It really shows what kind of person Biden is. But hey, after Monday at noon, who cares? All right. But Biden has been in power in Washington since since before most Americans were born. I mean, he was there since Nixon was president, so he's been there forever. And what he's done the entire time is bully people, threaten people, take bribes, and I mean, look how he started having sex with Jill when she was married to another man who was a close friend of his, maybe even his best friend, right? He has sex with the man's wife, steals the man's wife away, wrecked the man's Corvette, and steals his wife, and then he spends years harassing the guy, the ex-husband of Jill. I mean, that's what kind of jerk he is. So this is the thing that shows how petty Biden is and how he's still trying to stick it, to Trump. Now, Trump's on Air Force One, and this is an Air Force One. There's an Air Force One fleet, and there's many planes in the Air Force One fleet. But Biden didn't send the big Air Force One. He sent the small Air Force One. The small Air Force One is not as luxurious. It's a lot smaller. And CR, thanks for gifting that membership. And it is the one that they normally take for like short distances. So like if they're in D.C. and they fly to New York City, they might take the small one. But he sent him Biden sent Trump the small Air Force One just to, try to screw him a little bit more. Like, I'm still the president. You're not the president yet. All right, little man. That'll fly for a couple more days, But it's great to see President Trump on Air Force One. Even though it's not the big Air Force One, it's still Air Force One. Trump's flown on this. And I imagine when he stepped on board, he was thinking, Daddy's home. That's right. Yeah. Now, there was just something on X that has not been confirmed yet. So I'm going to share this. It's something about the inauguration. But like I said, it has not been confirmed yet. But Cat Turd just retweeted a journalist who tweeted this. So Cat Turd retweeted this. You guys know Cat Turd? Most people know Cat Turd. Most MAGA people know Cat Turd. And what Cat Turd retweeted was, and maybe some of you have heard something about this. Again, we don't know if this is true. It's just rumor. Cat Turd retweeted it. So I'm not saying this is factual. It's just rumor at this point. But they're saying that the inauguration, that Trump's going to be inaugurated at the White House, not the Capitol. That's what the Cat Turd tweet says, that Trump is going to be inaugurated at the White House, not the Capitol. I don't care if they inaugurate him in the men's room at the rally. I don't care. But if they're going to do that, that's very strange. That's very strange. This is all about security. Even the Capitol. It's a little bit about the weather, but it's also about the security. But again, the thing about being sworn into the White House has not been confirmed. That's just a Cat Turd retweet. So, yes, Cat Turd. We all love Cat Turd. Absolutely. Yeah, but I don't know. Have you known Cat Turd to be wrong about something? I don't know if I've known Cat Turd to be wrong about something. Well, who knows about if it's true that that he's going to be inaugurated at the White House, that's a security thing. So if that's true, maybe they would cancel the rally. I've never known Cat Turd to be wrong about it. It doesn't mean that he hasn't been wrong. I just don't know of anything that he's ever been wrong about. No, the rally's on as far as I know. I have not heard anything about the rally not taking place.
No, the rally's still on.
You know, but again, this is just rumor until I see it on another source, but that's just Cat Turd. But Cat Turd's pretty connected. You know, I don't think he would just retweet that. Yeah, so, well, I think it would be kind of cool if it was at the White House, tell you the truth, because Trump's second inauguration is historic anyway, since he's had the 4-year break. And if they do it at the Capitol or the White House, it makes it a little more unusual, make it stand out a little bit. Well, we still have some Christmas lights around. Those are the last ones, I think. The last bit of the Christmas lights. Everything else, Christmas is put away, I think. Did we get everything Christmas put away? Yeah, those are the last Christmas lights. Absolutely. If you're new to my channel, my name is Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Make sure you subscribe. Who should be in jail? Jack Smith, Fannie Willis, who should be in jail for life? I'm not sure who you're talking about. Bragg, Judge Mershon, Letitia James. Yeah, they should be in jail, no doubt about it. Maybe they will be. It really is crazy, isn't it? I mean, isn't it like crazy that he's back on Air Force One? This is not how they thought it would go. Well, if you watch my stream this morning, you know, and I was playing these clips of these Democrats, Rachel Maddow, these people, the Democrats are just, they're still in shock. They still have not, you know, there's those stages of grief. They're still in the denial phase. They just can't believe it's happened. You know, so they don't know what to think. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. But I know Trump's on Air Force One, and that must be freaking amazing. I bet those pilots on Air Force One when Trump got on board were so excited. They've been flying around these scummy people with Hunter, with the, you know, all those problems. Oh, it's going to be a great 4 years. It's going to be great. This is the longest president-elect period I could ever remember. They seem to go by much faster in the past. This one's gone by really slow because the kids can't wait for Trump to be back, right? This is more exciting than the first time, isn't it? I think it is. That's right. Best president of our lives. Best president ever. Oh yeah, it feels like it's been 6 months. The election night seems like 6 months ago, doesn't it? I'm glad that these ex-presidents aren't showing up. Screw them. Who cares? They can go hang out together, exchange envelopes together somewhere else. Northern Ireland, welcome. Kamala is going to be sloshed. She's you know how humiliating she must feel so humiliated. She thought she was going to win. I think she really, what do you think? I think she really thought she was going to win it. She just couldn't, that's why she couldn't come out and concede. She couldn't handle it. She thought she had it locked up. That's how stupid she is, right? That's how stupid she is. They must have really been lying to her about the polls. Which presidents are coming? So far as we know, just Biden. And Trump, of course. Yep, Trump and Biden. That's it. I haven't heard anything about, all the other presidents I think have said they're not coming. Obama is not confirmed. Because I've heard conflicting reports about Obama. Some say yes, some say no.
All that matters is that Trump's going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares? You know, I don't really remember anyone thinking anything about former presidents and first ladies at inaugurations. So I don't know. Do they always come? I never paid attention to it. Have you? No, I've only paid attention to the president that's getting sworn in and the one that's handing over power. I don't remember anyone ever making a big deal about former presidents and first ladies showing up at the inauguration. Well, they don't want to give him the credibility of being in their exclusive club of presidents. They think they're better than him, right? They think they're better than him. They think they're smarter than him. They think all this crap. They're just jerks. Who knows? Wings Plus noon, inauguration time. The Sample Road location in Coral Springs. You're all invited. Join Steve Kane and me. Oh, there's a lot of MAGA. We got 4 years of MAGA Mondays. If they're there, if they're not, who cares? Why do we need them there? Who wants the ex-presidents there? Who cares? I mean, they're all scumbags. Of all the living ex-presidents, which of them is not a creep? I mean, look at war criminal George Bush. Obama's responsible for ISIS and all this crap that's going on. You know, Clinton is just a sexual deviant. So you got a war criminal, a sexual deviant. I don't know what word or two would you use to describe Obama? Word what that you just made up? I love all these people in these chats that have all these sources, and the word is, was somebody in the last chat? Marxist, yeah. A Marxist, a war criminal, and a sexual deviant. Yeah. Those are the ex-presidents, so who cares? Who wants them there? Who wants them there? I hope it's true what Catcherd says, that they're going to swear him in at the White House, because that's big news. I mean, 2 terms, not consecutive, and then sworn in at the White House. I think that would be really, really cool, because, typically when the presidents go to the White House, although that's a mess, because I wonder when the last time that's happened. I'm sure there's been presidents that have been sworn in at the White House. Like, I would imagine Truman might have been sworn in at the White House. Like, if a president has died, the vice president might get sworn in at the White House. But I don't know if there's been an inauguration at the White House. Janine, $20 super sticker. Thank you so much. Yes, Victory. That's right, Victory. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. Go back to civics class for what? CR, $5 super chat. Thank you. Did Disney take President Trump out of the Hall of Presidents? No, they left him in there. But I heard someone say, this is not, I'm hearing a lot of things, and a lot of things aren't confirmed. The last time the Trump robot at Walt Disney World, at the Hall of Presidents here in Florida, the Disney liberal Imagineers thought Hillary was going to win, and they actually built the Hillary Clinton robot. And then Trump won, and the Trump robot is a redress of the Hillary Clinton robot, including the hair. The hair on the Trump robot I'm serious. I talked about it at the time. The hair on the Trump robot at the Hall of Presidents was Hillary's hair, and they changed it a little bit. And, yeah, pretty bad. But I did hear a Disney YouTuber that does, like, Disney news a couple weeks ago said that they're thinking about redoing the Trump robot. But then they're also saying they might be using that as an excuse to shut it down for refurbishment and not open it back up with Trump talking. I could see them doing that. Oh, we got to refurbish the whole ride, and it takes 4 years. I could see them doing that. But I went there to see it with when Trump was there talking. His grandkids went to see it too. Yeah, so that's what they did. But I would not be surprised if they shut it down and don't reopen it. I could see them doing that. No, we're not the cult. The Never Trumpers are the cult. We're the majority. A cult is like a smaller thing. Everybody can't be in a cult. A cult's like a small group. So Trump just won the national election, won all the battleground states, right? So we're not the cult. We're the majority. The Never Trumpers, you're the cult. Mm-hmm. You're not missing anything by not going to Disney. Well, listen. Let them play the little petty games. Let Biden send the small Air Force One. Let Disney shut down the Hall of Presidents for 40. Let them do all their little petty crap. Let them do their petty little crap. Expose themselves. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. It's amazing. Do you see Melania? She looked great. And then Barron, he's like a giant. When he got into the plane, how many times a day do you think Barron has to bend down his head when he walks through a doorway? Oh my goodness, he must do that. He might have the world record at some point for having to bend down. He's like an NBA player. I thought he was going to hit his head for a second. But I guess he does that so much, he doesn't even realize it probably. He just bends down out of instinct. I wonder if, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen that. I wonder if, like in his bedroom and his bathroom and stuff at home, if they have, special doors so he doesn't have to bend down every time he goes into his room or to his bathroom. Never Trumpers are done. That's exactly right. They're done. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Barron's the great MAGA future. Who knows? I don't know. He seems to idolize his dad. I mean, how many guys that age wear suits all the time? How many times have you not seen Barron in a suit? Always Trumpers. That's right. I mean, he doesn't wear. He's been wearing suits since he was I remember when he was a little baby, he was like 2 or 3 years old on The Apprentice in the beginning credit. Remember the beginning credits of The Apprentice? Trump would take off in the helicopter with Melania, and Barron was like 2. I was telling my wife today that NBC, they're so petty. I'm talking about petty. These petty Never Trumpers, right? If NBC reran The Apprentice, could you imagine what the ratings would? We watched it every week. The Apprentice and The Celebrity Apprentice. I like them both. How many of you, did you watch The Apprentice, yes or no? Like regularly, yes or no? I love The Apprentice. I'd go back and watch them all over again. Oh, yeah, see, I think more people did not watch it than you think. Getting more no's than yeses. It was really good. I loved it. The Celebrity Apprentice was good too. You wish you would have? Yeah. And the fact that, is that even available anywhere? On Blu-ray even? That's how petty NBC is. It was the #1 show in prime time when it was on. For some reason, I want to say it was on Sunday nights. What does anybody remember what night it was on? Just for some reason, it seems like it was on Sunday nights to me. Maybe not, though. I probably have an average IQ. Oh, okay. That's fine. Doing pretty good. Pretty good for an average IQ. Hey, done all right. So it seems to be, whatever my IQ is, it's enough. No, I haven't seen it anywhere. My favorite one, though, was on the Celebrity Apprentice with Marley Matlin and Dionne Warwick. Remember that one, Kathy? Marley Matlin is the actress that's deaf, right? Marley Matlin is. She was in Children of a Lesser God. She's deaf. and
She won an Oscar.
yeah, she got an Oscar for that. And she's pretty famous, Marley Matlin, the deaf actress, very funny. And she's very funny. And she's got a sign language interpreter who talks for her. And this one season of The Apprentice, it had Dionne Warwick and Marley Matlin. I don't remember who else was on that season. And they're in the boardroom, right, with Trump. And one of them is going to get fired for some reason. I'm not sure. I don't remember all the details of it. It's not important. But it was Marley Matlin and I just forgot her name again. Dionne Warwick, right? They're in the boardroom. And Marley Matlin, there was something about, President Trump said something about one of Dionne Warwick's songs. And Marley Matlin said, I don't know the song. And Dionne Warwick got pissed. She was so offended that Marley Matlin didn't know her song. And not only was she pissed, I mean, she was annoyed. She was you could see the look in her face. I told Kathy at the time, her attitude was like this: how can you not know the music of Miss Dionne Warwick? And she says something to Marley Matlin. How could you not know that song? It is a classic song. It's a big hit. And she said, I'm deaf. She says, I know who you are, but I don't know your music or anyone else's music. I can't hear music. I'm deaf. And even when, and she's saying this through her translator, right? So, her translator's saying this to Dionne Warwick. And even when she reminds Dionne Warwick that she's deaf and she can't hear music, Dionne Warwick is still pissed off and offended that this deaf woman has not heard her music. And President Trump could hardly keep a straight face. That was just hilarious. I know, shows what an idiot Dionne Warwick is. Oh my goodness. It was hilarious. It was, I know, I love, that was one of my favorite moments on the Celebrity Apprentice.
I mean, when you think about it, she was upset.
She was very pissed.
She didn't know her song, but she didn't know she was deaf.
Yeah, exactly.
She won an Oscar.
And she's got a sign language interpreter right there with her.
I mean, that's crazy.
The point of the story is
knows Marley Matlin
that
stuff.
The Apprentice, hosted by President Trump, was a badass show.
Yeah, it was.
It was kick-ass. It was so bad. It was so good, man. Oh my gosh. I loved it when he would remount some of those people. Who did Trump fire? It's been a long time, but I'd imagine Dionne Warwick after that performance. What an idiot. She thinks her music's so great that even the deaf enjoy it and listen to it. What an asshole. I mean, what an idiot. That was a long time. Every time I hear anything Dionne Warwick, I think about that. She didn't know the way to San Jose. Yeah, exactly. I like Dionne Warwick's music, don't get me wrong, but oh my gosh, that was hilarious, The Apprentice. Then there was, I like the time on the Celebrity Apprentice. I don't know, I think so. Yeah, Meatloaf was on. I liked it when, there was also another one when Khloe Kardashian was on the Celebrity Apprentice, and President Trump found out that she had gotten a DUI, and he fired her just because she had gotten a DUI and didn't disclose it to him because he's so against drinking alcohol, and he fired her for just having this DUI that he didn't know about. And he didn't want to have her on because he didn't want to present her as a role model after she's drinking and driving. And I thought that was really amazing. I mean, he's serious business about, that kind of stuff. That was really a good show. The Irregular Apprentice was good too, but the Celebrity Apprentice was, it was pretty good. I loved it. Oh yeah, if they reran that show, it would have in reruns. It would have higher ratings than the shows it was up against. Everybody would watch it. Oh, I know. I'm sad that President Trump's not in Florida now. He's not in Florida. We feel lonely here without him. I was watching Air Force One. on the runway. I'm sure a lot of you guys watched it too. And I saw something I've never seen them do before. I mean, maybe they always do this, and we just didn't see this angle. But did you see they had the Secret Service vehicles on the runway behind Air Force One? I've never seen that before. Never. It's pretty cool. Because they got super tight security. Maybe that's something new they're doing. The Prime Minister of Greenland, he seems to be very, just done a complete 180 about Greenland joining the United States. The people over there want it. They're being so screwed over. You know what I'm really loving about this is the liberals all they talk about is
Oh my God.
Is that Caitlin Clark?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. She's loving being a celebrity.
Taylor Swift is a very smart businesswoman.
Yeah, we're watching football. So what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, guys. I was talking about Air Force One. I was talking about the Secret Service. Well, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, Greenland. That's right, Greenland.
Greenland, yeah.
This is what I'm looking forward to with the left with Greenland, okay? Because this is like a real thing. Trump's very serious about making Greenland a part of the United States, and he didn't say territory. He said, I've heard him say it at least twice, make it a state. Make it a state. That's amazing. So the Democrats are going to, of course, be against this. They're going to defend Denmark's right, to keep Greenland. But the people of Greenland are Indians. The Inuits. Inuits are Eskimos. Eskimos are Inuit Indians. So the native indigenous population of Greenland, the 56,000 of them, they're indigenous, native Greenland, Inuit, Eskimo Indians. They want to join the United States. So I'm loving the left siding with the colonial power of Denmark.
You know who he should get to help with this? Sarah Palin's ex-husband.
Oh, Sarah Palin's ex-husband is Eskimo. He's half Eskimo.
That's right. And he's
That's right. He would be perfect. Todd Palin.
That's right. We could send him over
Yeah.
put him in charge of it.
That's right. Yeah.
He's the most famous one.
Magaland. They may change the name of Greenland to Magaland. They might want to enter the United States as the state of Magaland. That'd be awesome. I'd love it. I mean, how many of you, if Greenland becomes part of the United States, how many of you would visit if you could? Would you want to visit Greenland if they became a part of the United States? I think that'd be pretty cool. I would.
I saw it go from here, Fort Lauderdale, to there. It's 22 hours.
22 hours to fly to Greenland?
Two stops, 22 hours.
Eskimo is not derogatory. You ever heard of Eskimo pies? It's not derogatory. Who are you? What are you, an Inuit Indian? You offended for the Eskimos? I'm sure they're happy. Yeah, everybody. We'd all want to go. Oh, no, I'd go. I'd have to buy some new clothes, but, I bet you if Greenland becomes part of the United States, I should say when Greenland becomes part of the United States, I bet you they come out with a whole line of MAGA winter wear to wear to Greenland. MAGA parkas and all that stuff. Yeah, they'll have casinos. Yeah, it'd be amazing. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. Well, obviously, they're Republicans. You can tell by how MAGA they are there, right? The Democrats would be screwed forever in the Senate. It would throw the balance because we'd get 100. We'd have 102 senators instead of 100. That's why we don't make the other territory states like Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico, they'd be 2 Democrat senators. I don't know about America, Samoa, Virgin Islands.
There's not that many people there.
They would probably, they don't have enough people for a congressional district, but they would. I think the population would soar.
Yeah, it would.
It would really go up. But right now it's 230 to between 230 to 275,000 in each House district. I'm not sure what the exact breakdown is. Virgin Islands would probably be Democrat. You know, that's why you don't want them to be states, just like D.C. Barbara, $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Trolls, you will not bring us down. There's plenty of love for you. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about the trolls. The trolls, you know, they're suffering. No, we took Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a territory. We took Puerto Rico from Spain in the Spanish-American War. You know, we didn't give it back. And, you know, Puerto Rico is I've been all over Latin America, right? Puerto Rico is the only Latin American place that's not third world. Why is that? Because we have it. That's it. I love Puerto Rico. Were any of you on our cruise? We've gone to Puerto Rico on 2 of our cruises. Oh yeah, he's going to take the Panama Canal. We're allowed to take it. The treaty allows us to take it if they don't secure it. And with China controlling it, they're not securing it. We'll take it. You know, D.C. would get 2 Democrat senators. You don't want them to be I say, plus, these Democrats in D.C. are lunatics. They'd be shutting down D.C. You can't. The reason D.C. can't be a state is not because of the Senate representation. You can't have a local city council in charge of the streets in the city that the federal government is in, right? That's why it's the District of Columbia. It's not a state. It's not a territory. It's its own special area. Because look at these idiot Democrats. Back to Marion Barry. Remember Marion Barry, the mayor of D.C., was smoking crack. They had him on videotape smoking crack. You know, they would be able to shut down the city where the president and the Congress are, or the Supreme Court. You cannot make D.C. a state. 47 felons around Trump. Yep. We can start counting them, right? Merrick Garland, Fannie Willis, her boy toy, gigolo boyfriend, Letitia James, her staff. Yes. Mayorkas. Yeah, I'm sure there are 47 felons around Trump. That's probably true. D.C. is a city with a city council, but they have no power. The D.C. City Council answers to, there's a congressional committee that's in charge of the city council and the mayor. So there's a congressional committee, there's a House committee that runs D.C. The city council and the mayor are just figureheads. It's not like a regular city council or mayor. Yeah. So they have no authority. Maybe you should go back to civics class.
What's going on with Patrick Mahomes?
I don't know. Well, listen, make sure you subscribe, okay? If you're already subscribed, do me the favor of liking the video, all right? I will be live streaming tomorrow. I'm going to cover all this greatness that's going on with President Trump. I'm sure my wife and I will have a podcast tomorrow, so look out for that, all right? I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everyone.